Israel's defense forces say at least 199 people are being held hostage by Hamas in Gaza. Joining us from the Israel-Gaza border, NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel with the very latest. What's the latest there, Richard?
Well, concerns are growing here, Mika, that this could escalate into a multi-front war. The Israelis have said they can handle a war in the south and in the north, but that is obviously something they don't want to do. It is something the United States is trying to deter by sending in more warships to the region. This area where I am right now in southern Israel near the Gaza Strip is already a military zone. So civilians have been asked to leave so the military can operate freely here and not have the concern about civilian casualties. But just today, Israel said that it is clearing villages in the north of the country as well, along the border with Lebanon. So now, two of Israel's borders, here in the south and in the north, are military zones.
Waiting for a way out of the war zone. Palestinians with foreign passports, including hundreds of American citizens, are gathered this morning at the Rafah border crossing into Egypt. They're tired and anxious after days of false starts. Militarily, Israeli troops are ready to attack and are lined up on the border with Gaza. But after appearing imminent, Israel seems to be taking its time as diplomacy moves to center stage and amid quiet, back-channel negotiations to free the hostages captured by Hamas. Israel today said 199 hostages, more than previously announced, were taken into Gaza. Their relatives have been appealing to Hamas to show humanity. The group even kidnapped babies.
I don't know if he got his food, his formula.
Israeli officials say airstrikes in Gaza won't stop until Hamas is driven from power completely. But that could be difficult without Israel reoccupying the Gaza Strip and imposing a new government for 2 million people. President Biden on 60 Minutes advised against that.
I think it'd be a big mistake. Look, what happened in Gaza, in my view, is Hamas and the extreme elements of Hamas don't represent all the Palestinian people.
In Gaza, the humanitarian crisis is worsening. Around 600,000 Palestinians have followed Israel's orders, according to the Israeli army, to evacuate northern Gaza, which is expected to bear the brunt of an Israeli ground assault. But not everyone can leave. Like the 22 children at an orphanage in Gaza City our crew visited. 12 of the children here are disabled. They're being cared for now by only 2 adults after the rest of the staff left for safer areas. Ayas is 9 years old. He's blind and has profound disabilities. Maria is 7 years old and can only scoot. These children can't get out of the way of a coming ground war.
And Richard, that's just the question. How are Palestinians supposed to flee for safety or follow the directions to leave when they have nowhere to go? Where are they supposed to go?
Well, the idea is that they would go to the south, and there was some talk this morning south of the Gaza Strip, and there was some discussions this morning of making that area a safe zone, a safe haven. Israel has said that it is not a safe haven. Israel has conducted airstrikes in that southern area. Hamas has launched attacks from that southern area. So it is nothing like a safe zone, but it would be safer in theory than the north of the Gaza Strip. Which is, as you can hear a little bit behind me, is still a very active military area. We're hearing some small arms fire right now. And it would be the north of the Gaza Strip and Gaza City that would likely be attacked if Israeli troops went in to try and clear out Hamas and eliminate its capabilities.